I'm gonna be honest, I've had a lot of fun making mod showcase videos for Fallout 4, so I thought I'd give modding Skyrim a try, and oh boy, there is a lot of mods to choose from. There are so many mods. Fallout 4 doesn't even compare, but the best part is that Skyrim has over double the amount of mod space available, so you can kinda go a little crazy. There is one thing wrong with Skyrim modding, and it's that like every other mod requires like 7 other mods, and each of those mods require like 3 more mods. So I've found mods that either have no requirements or very little requirements. All of these mods are available on Xbox and should be available on PC. Probably not PlayStation because Sony is an anti-consumer company. Skyrim is missing one thing, and that's trees. Lots of trees. The Fantasy Forest Overhaul mod changes this, at least to some extent. Thanks a lot, mother. This mod isn't just a tree overhaul that adds lots of trees to every location, but rather this is a landscape overhaul mod that adds, removes, and changes trees on a case-by-case basis. Some locations will simply add more of the already existing trees. Other locations will change some of the living trees into dead trees. Some locations will add unique wildlife to the area, and others will turn fields of grass into dense forests with a variety of different trees. But this mod doesn't add trees to every single location, just the places that you will commonly visit. But you know me, one forest overhaul just isn't enough. That's why I also installed another overhaul mod called Fabled Forest. This mod is basically the Skyrim equivalent of the Pine Forest Redone mod. There are massive pine trees everywhere. These trees turn Skyrim into a fairy tale. It's a magical place. Just like Tahiti. Some of the trees won't be placed correctly, but there's over 45,000 of them, so some of them are bound to be a little broken. But this mod doesn't just turn Skyrim into a dense forest. Places like Whiterun will continue to act as a Great Plain, just with a few extra trees added to the surrounding areas. Meanwhile, places like the Falkreath area will become a dense forest, and the nearby roads will look absolutely breathtaking. So it's not only a good looking mod, but it's also an immersive one. By now, you should be aware of how much I love The Witcher 3. I mean, Ciri is literally my desktop wallpaper. And besides, like every song I use for background music is from The Witcher 3. Literally click on any of my other videos. You will hear The Witcher 3. The one thing that can make Skyrim infinitely better is by replacing the entire soundtrack with The Witcher 3. This Skyrim mod is the Witcher 3 Music Overhaul full version, which replaces pretty much the entire soundtrack of Skyrim with the soundtrack from The Witcher 3. A huge upgrade, if you ask me. You can now listen to the beautiful ambient music of the Skellig villages as you travel around Skyrim.
Out of my way, stranger.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
Entering combat will now randomly play one of the combat tracks from The Witcher 3, the perfect soundtrack for slaying the monsters of Skyrim. Not to mention when battling the final boss of the Dawnguard DLC against the Vampire Lord, the music will play The Beast of Beauclair. But the best part, the taverns now play Gwent music.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I need a room? Talk to Delphine.
This mod is absolutely phenomenal, by far one of my favorite Skyrim mods, even though Reddit would disagree. For some reason, Redditors get genuinely triggered when you use mods to replace a game's soundtrack with the soundtrack of another game. It makes no sense, but since when did Redditors ever make any sense to begin with? This mod will go down as the best mod in this entire series of videos, and it's only the first episode. If my Fallout 4 showcases are any indication, I love Terra outfit mods. Skyrim has its own set of outfits from Terra Online called the Terra Armor Collection mod. For a whopping 750 megabytes, you can get a plethora of Terra armors to choose from. You can craft them at any forge under a variety of categories, but these armors use some obscure crafting materials. You can get skimpy chainmail armor, amazing armor to skin ratio. You can become a steampunk gunslinger. You can become a sexy pirate. This is literally the same pirate outfit I showcased in Fallout 4, but with an amazing gear. You also get a few elegant clothing to choose from as well. This mod is amazing, especially if you're using the same body mods as me. Skyrim may not have the Mary Jane body replacer, but it has something even better, and that would be the pyrokess female body replacer, which replaces the female body, giving you that Lucy Harphelia body shape. This mod is leagues above CBBE and makes Mary Jane look average. This mod gives you massive childbearing hips, gargantuan muscle mommy thighs, and a colossal sized gyat. The OPI is pretty nice too, with a perfect 45-55 ratio, and this is just the lowest setting. If you increase your character's weight, they won't get fat, but rather, you'll get passive mitts. And holy moly, the skull-crushing hips, the thigh gap. Just look at the absolute dump truck. Don't ask me about the tail, that's for another video. This mod applies to every single NPC as well. Just like the Mary Jane body replacer, the pyrokess body replacer also comes with its own outfits replacer mod. This is the pyrokess goes BD uunp mod. I don't know why they couldn't just call it the pyrokess outfits replacer, but this mod replaces every vanilla outfit and armor set in the game with a much more lascivious design. As you can see, these new designs use the pyrokess body type. This mod has almost every outfit have your cheeks hang out. Not that I'm complaining or anything. The Thieves Guild uniform comes with a crop top and a sexy miniskirt. The Nightingale armor is now much more feminine and sexy. I now have even more reason to join the Dark Brotherhood before playing the main story. This mod also works on every casual NPC clothing. Ayla has never looked better. Lydia is now my favorite companion, but if you don't want slutty outfits, there is also a pyrokess vanilla outfits mod that simply remeshes the vanilla outfits to fit the pyrokess body type, without changing their design. But this mod is obviously better in every single way. I interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to remind you that despite what the chronically online troglodytes may claim, women exist. They have boobs, they have vaginas, get over it. If this fact upsets you, you're a porn addict, and a puss. Now you're probably wondering, who is that absolute cutie pie in the back? Well, that's none other than my third wife Serana, with the trueblood serana mod. I saw this mod while browsing the mod listing, and I knew I had to install it. This remodels Serana's face from the hot vampire princess and turns her into a cute vampire princess, with absolute perfect porcelain skin. Just when you thought she couldn't get any better, this mod is also compatible with the pyrokess body type, so Serana gets a massive upgrade on two fronts. But are you tired of every other NPC looking like a crusty old lady? The Fair Skin Complexion mod unrealistically changes the default skin and faces of not only your character, but also every female NPC in the game. With this mod, you will look like, and I'm quoting the iconic Johnny Silverhand, a porcelain cat. The old lady in Riverwood still looks like a crusty old lady, but everyone else looks absolutely fine. The Riverwood gardener now looks just as pretty as me, so she can finally stop worrying about me stealing her husband. I've never wanted to visit the Riverwood market even more than I do now. Just look at how Camilla works the stick. She has so much experience. Even that girder looks super fine. She can now have my wood anytime she wants. You know, because she's a lumberjack. Innuendo. Literally every female NPC gets a facelift. This mod works really well with the pyrokess body type replacer mods as well, if you couldn't already tell. You're probably wondering, what's wrong with me? I don't entirely know, but you're also wondering how my hair looks so amazing. This is the KS Hairdos Renewal mod. Sort of. For a whopping 1,000 gold, you can change your hair from a wet rag into these majestic, luscious locks. The conditioner game is on point. You actually have to download this mod in separate hair packs in order to save on file size, because each hair individually is like 10 megabytes, and there is like a total of 200 hairs or something like that. The point is, Each individual hair pack is ported by someone else and only contains a handful of hairs. So search up KS Hair and see which packs you want to download. There's some pretty interesting options out there. Okay, let's be honest. Skyrim aged like a fine wine, mostly, but the hairstyles? My dog has had better looking wet turds. You'd think after re-releasing the game a dozen times, these hairstyles would look as luscious as my own hair. The super lore-friendly hair mod is a complete texture overhaul for the vanilla hairstyles. This mod makes every NPC have better looking hair. Girder now looks like a respectable human being that actually showers. She's still a though. This mod also applies to male hairstyles as well. Now everyone equally looks like they actually shower, or at least wash their hair. There you have it, that was 10 Skyrim mods that you can get on console. If you want to see more RPG related content, then feel free to subscribe. You can also join my Discord if you want to chat with me and other members of the community, and if you want to support me even more than you already do, then feel free to check out my memberships. And remember not to take life so seriously.